Welcome everybody to the INN Weekly, the Imba TV News Network. First off, a public service announcement. If you're on Facebook, and a lot of you are, there's been some virus going around with pages where you like the page to see certain content, for example a video of some kind of celebrity. These sites have been giving people viruses, or they have been compromised, at least their accounts, and now a lot of uncomfortable pictures are being put up on Facebook of animal mistreatment, porno, gore, dead people. It's horrible. So whatever you do, please, please, please do not click these links. Do not click like on these videos. It's idiotic. We've seen a lot of these before, and where they just spam around so their site gets attention, but this time it's just horrible. Facebook has started an investigation, but no one is to blame yet, but a suspicion does lie with the group Anonymous. I don't want to mess with Anonymous, so because they do some good stuff now and then, and they do some bad stuff to people that don't like them. So I hope they figure out how to stop this, because it's just horrible. When I go onto my Facebook, there's just tons of uncomfortable pictures. I haven't even been on that much today because of it. So whatever you do, don't click these links. So I do not have any tech news for you this week, but I have news about the Modern Warfare 3. Jedi Quicken will be covering Modern Warfare 3 a bit later on, where he covers the game itself. I have some other stuff. I must say I've read his notes, and I do not agree with his viewpoints, but I might come back to that later on or next week. The news about Modern Warfare 3, the Call of Duty Elite, as some of you might have heard about, the stat sharing system, and the Pro, where you can talk to each other and share class builds and stuff, it might not make it to PC. The console has been plagued by technical difficulties because of the Elite, and PC gamers are really reluctant to receive this. The idea has been shunned by the PC gamers because they already have the online community right at hand. So why would they need to pay to share information with each other? That's I understand them. So with that said, I will give you over to Jedi King.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to INN and the Game News. I welcome you to the second segment of the day and the second segment of the show, actually, because this is the second episode of INN. Are you guys excited? I'm enjoying this a lot, to be honest. And basically, I'm Jedi King, okay? Torai took over the last time, and basically has went through everything that I did in my documents, and yeah, he's brought it forward to you people, because I wasn't really able to do anything because I had technical difficulties with my laptop and with my microphone, and it's a lot of complicated stuff that I don't want to go into right now, because I'm here to give you guys the gaming news, and I am here right now. So why are we delaying this? Let's get this going! Now, as I said, last time Tori took my part of the show, because I have large amount of difficulties, and basically we went through Skyrim and DC Universe, as I pretty much said in the last segment, okay? And we got 2 games now. We're gonna go through them. They're in the shooter genre, and they are actually relevantly new, I would say, and they're actually a really modern game. And basically, the first game is gonna be Modern Warfare 3. And I say this with disappointment because of the fact that, well, Modern Warfare 3 didn't come to everyone's expectations. I'm just saying this out of a personal view right now, but I didn't feel that Modern Warfare 3 was that good overall. I'm gonna explain to you 2 reasons why I think that, and why that is actually the case in not only my eyes, but in many other people's thoughts and minds and everything, okay? Number one is basically that the graphics are the same as Modern Warfare 2, and they basically didn't put anything to improve the game overall. Just the same gameplay, it's the same graphics setup, it's the same everything. The multiplayer hasn't changed one bit. The only thing that has really changed, and this is number two, there are only new maps. That's the only thing. Like, really, that's the only thing that has changed, except for, like, layouts and backgrounds. That's basically it, okay? That's Modern Warfare 3 for you. But don't get me wrong, it's a good game, okay? It's a good multiplayer game that you can play for satisfaction. You can shoot your friends and foes and just kill everything. Like, that's pretty much it, because the Call of Duty genre has delivered that the best, really. And I don't know, I'm just disappointed at them, because they put all the effort into the campaign, it seems. They didn't want to improve the multiplayer that much, and therefore they lost a lot of interest from many players, such as myself included. Though I would recommend the game if you have Modern Warfare 2, basically because the players are actually moving over to Modern Warfare 3 in hopes for a better campaign. Obviously they played for the campaign and then they want new multiplayer, but really they're only new maps in my opinion, and that just ruins the experience for me. I don't know about you guys, but I wouldn't say that it's not as good as Modern Warfare 2, but it could really have been better than it actually is right now, because you expect a little more from a sequel of the game. But let's not rage about it really, because it is a good game. Let's just go over to the next game right away, because I don't really want to bother you guys that much, and we're not going to show any video game footage. The reason behind that is actually because who doesn't know about the Modern Warfare series and the Call of Duty? That's like the most, the best thing ever, really. And let's just move on to the next game. It is one of my favorite games of all this year. Okay, one of them at least. So let's get it on. From the Modern Warfare 3 and Call of Duty into another fantastic game overall, we have a lovely detailed game that has taken the world by storm, making Call of Duty seem like a fly in the spider web. Let's all give it up for Battlefield 3. Okay, people, where do we begin? Alright, I remember now. This game rocks. That is all I can say, really, as it is one of the most awesome shooter games I've ever seen in my entire life. Now, some say Call of Duty, like, they say that it's better, like, this is such a better game. I don't agree. Not when Battlefield 3 just came out. It's such an amazing game. It's a marble in the bundle of, well, bags, I guess, something. You be creative, okay? But basically, as mentioned, well, it is a good game. Basically because they have a new engine that they're using. I don't remember the name of the engine, but it's a really nice graphical view of it. You can only play it on Vista and Windows 7, I believe. And you can just look at it and you will realize why that is actually the case. And in the teaser you can probably see the graphics, and it looks so amazing. It's like crazy amounts of detail into everything. And I mean, it's such a good game. People compare it to Modern Warfare 3, but they shouldn't, really. They shouldn't. It's an awesome game. Let's just keep it at that. And just, I'm gonna hang myself if I keep going on this. Let's just go into the gameplay, okay? The gameplay is just really impressive, okay? You have this time sort of thing from shooting the bullet to actually hitting the player. The closer they are, the faster the bullet hit. Obviously, it's physics, okay? And it is a new thing that they're actually trying out, because Battlefield actually haven't used that before. I think 2142 actually tried it out, but I don't really remember it having that all the time. They just tested and then removed it. I don't know. I don't have the intel on that. However, this game is just so amazing. You can shoot from a very long distance and just shoot into the skies, and then you will basically hit someone in the head if they go along the way of the bullet. It's insane. You can do pretty much everything. If you have a sniper, you can't just aim at the person like, yeah, I'm gonna aim at him in the head and then I'm gonna shoot and then I'm hitting him like auto hit. Like, that's not gonna be the case anymore. Depending on how far away you are actually from the player, you are going to either miss him or you're gonna be really accurate and just hit him in the head. That's basically what is going to happen, one of the two. And I'm actually glad that they actually put that in the system because it's so amazing and I love it so much. It's like the best thing that I actually could have done about this, and it's just splendid. We could actually have shown a lot more right now about Battlefield 3 because it's such an amazing game overall, but we don't have time for that, people. I have to keep this short. And basically, I'm gonna say farewell for now, because I don't have any more game news to give you people to please your ears or whatever. I don't have a good English verbal, but you know. What you can do, however, send me an email at rampagexx@live.se and request a game to be on the show for me to analyze and put on as a segment for the show. Because I can do that for you. I'm gonna pick one game myself, and then if the viewers actually want the game to be like casted or whatever you should call this, analyzed, I'm actually gonna pick one of the games that they actually send in if you send an email to me, and I'm gonna name the person that actually sent in, and I'm gonna thank him for that, and then I'm gonna go into the analysis of the game. And I'm actually gonna end this section with that, and I'm gonna welcome Addicted with the StarCraft 2 news that we all so love. So let's go with the StarCraft and let the force be with you. I'm Jedi King signing out.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to INN. This is StarCraft 2 segment. I'm Addicted, and this is our number 2 show, our second show, and we'll be talking about some interesting subjects, so stay tuned. Now, my first topic of discussion is the Battle of Berlin. If you're watching last show, then you'll remember me talking about who was attending, and we're talking about the players that will be attending it, who would win, and, predictions. And now that it's finished, we can talk about the results and what happens in the Battle of Berlin. Now, let's talk about the players. There was 2 Terrans, 4 Zerg players, and 2 Protoss players going into the brackets. And we had some very interesting news and results going in. So let's go straight into it. Now, last week I talked about Whiterod, that he was one of the players that was going to attend Battle of Berlin. Unfortunately, that changed. He couldn't attend because he had visa issues, and of course, Ukraine not being in the EU, he can't go there whenever he wants to. So he had some issues, and he had to be replaced. And he got replaced by a Terran player named Goody. And of course, if you watch Imba TV, then you know Goody is a very, very good Terran player, and he's a real machine, and he's a more of a mech-orientated player. And he replaced Whiterod, and he did exceptionally well in the Battle of Berlin. So let's go ahead and talk about that as well. And we had some major disappointments as well. Well, Empire Kaz was in the tournament, and he did pretty bad from what I expected. But of course, his first matchup was against Liquid Red, and he got 2-0, and that was pretty nasty. I mean, facing a macro beast like Red isn't easy, of course. And Stefano also not being able to reach the final. I mean, he's a great Zerg player. And in the semis, he actually got defeated by Goody, the guy who was replacing Whiterod. So that's some big news right there. And, let's go ahead and talk about the final. It was Goody versus Nurture ZVT. And, Goody, very, very good play from him. Coming all the way to the final.